Hi all, how are you all doing? Welcome to tonight's stream. It's a tad cold, it's a tad windy. How are you all doing? Welcome. And I've just pressed the wrong button because I'm an idiot. Right, I'm just sorting out the links and yeah. I have a little Twitch Vipex. How you doing? My week's been a bit crap basically, but yeah, you know, just get on with it. I'm just sorting out the links. And Facebook is going to go, do you want to add this to it? And I'm going to go, no, sod off. Share now. Oh, blimey, it's not done it. Makes a change. Right, so yes, we're live. It's Sunday night. It's back to work tomorrow. Booyah. Hello, Alex. How you doing, mate? Nice to hear from you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you and everything. It's a bit warm in here. Blimey, it is warm. Flipping heck. Nice and hooly. I hope everyone's all spatting down because of the wind that we had down here. Beer o'clock. Yeah, it's Dr. Pepper, no sugar for me tonight. Or zero Dr. Pepper. Right then, so let's get down to business. So, you may or may not know, but obviously... last week's DLC announcement, not last week's, the week before, sorry, for the Baby Bullet for use on the Caltrain route, Peninsular Corridor, route, which was released with Train Sim World 2020 in last year somewhere. Well, hot on the wheels of that has been this announcement. It's the first Canadian route for Train Sim World. And as far as I'm aware, it is coming to the PS4 and Xbox One as well. I was about to say Xbox 360. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this. Although blame Canada. Yeah, I like that South Park advert. Oh, it's a film, isn't it? So yeah, basically I think it's about 27. They say it's about 27 miles long, but I think it works out. Without the yards, it's about 20 miles long. Which I've looked on Google Maps. It's from Oakville, part of the Greater Toronto area, to Hamilton in Ontario. They say this upcoming TSW route will be packed with mainline freight, local transfer, and switching operations, certain to absolutely challenge your skills as a railroad engineer. But there are passenger trains that work that route as well. It's quite busy for passenger trains as well as freight. And I'm like thinking, so why haven't they included the freight? Again, this is Train Sim World doing things half-assed. Why have they not included freight and why have they not included passenger operations? It's a Go Transit, is it, or something like that uses it? Just honestly, it beggars belief why they do things half-assed. So, but well, what more can you say? Really, we are talking about Dovetail. I'd like to know why. Or maybe it's going to come out as DLC, but really, I don't know. It's just annoying. Right, so the upcoming TSW DLC will include CN's unique remanufactured GP9RM diesels and the railroad's versatile electromotive division's GP38-2s, which are basically, I think, the same sort of thing, GP38s that are already modelled in the game anyway, so they just got to reskin them, which I think is a bit of a cop-out, because what about new diesel locomotives, apart from, the GP9RM, which I don't really know much about the American stuff. Apparently they're supposed to be Dash 9s and everything, but, I don't know. Via Rail and Go Transit, you both use the line, you see. So, yeah, I don't know. Just a couple of images and that. I mean, don't get me wrong, the route looks nice, but I just think it's a little bit, what you call it. I think it's, they're just doing it half-assed as always. But there you go. I mean, I'm sure someone's going to get upset because I'm slagging off Dovetail Games, but I'll slag it off where it needs to be slagged off. You know, I'd like to understand why they're not doing it. Perhaps they are doing it for Train Sim 2020, Alex, is basically for the PC only, and it's where you have an inbuilt editor where you can create your own routes and that. But Train Sim World was originally only for the PC, but it gave you a better version of models and that, so to speak, and where you could actually walk out around the route, the rail, the system that you were driving in. And it allowed you obviously to do several other different things, like the interaction of the coaches and that. And then it came to PlayStation and Xbox, the consoles, and it's kind of taken off from there because it's given that sim sort of thing to the console market, which, yeah, I think it's done quite well. But Train Sim World is limited because it doesn't yet have an editor. It is in progress, but it won't be coming out on the console when it is eventually released. That's the annoying thing. And that's the point where, so how are we supposed to get new scenarios onto the consoles then? So, yeah, that's the main difference, I think it is. So yeah, I mean the DLC's nice, and we all welcome DLC. I expect you'll get the route for it. You'll pay about between £20 and £24 UK pound for it. Is Train Sim 2020 worth it at a price of $1, including 7 DLCs? Really? Do you need me to answer that? If your PC's strong enough, which I've no doubt yours is power, sort of full enough to do it, then yeah, buy it. I mean, I have Train Sim 2020, I think it is, but I mean, this PC's not really. I've got crap loads of. Go for the $5 one. Mega power, yeah. I need to get a new gaming PC, but oh well. I'm not rich at the moment. But yeah, you know, we all like DLC and everything, and I think there will be, because this is the. Well, get it for $12 then, you donut. This picture here, I think, as you can see on the left-hand side where the logo is, just above that, you've got you're at a station. I'm not sure what station it is, but it's a go, whatever, go. I can't remember what their system. Not made of money. Oh God. New synth for February. Well, no, let me have the synth, and then you can have Train Sim for $5. So I reckon there'll be a Go Transit DLC over the next couple of months. I think after this it will be a German route or German DLC, and then it will be a UK route come DLC, and then it will be Train Sim World 2021 time, which they'll rehash it and hopefully. Hi DJ Dane, how you doing? Hopefully rehash. Let's see. The Great Western Express route is fully done, but hey, I'm dreaming here. So yeah, a few more pics. This is the of the route, which is hopefully upcoming at some point. How you doing, DJ Dane? Have you had a good week? Mine's not too bad. The annoying thing is, though, they don't seem to have double stacks on here. Containers, sorry. New synth march. Oh my god, Alex, you got too many. You got to sell some. Oh, you got the car transports. Subdivision bound for Hamilton with a train of auto pair of. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'll tell you what, this would be nice to do one of my little when I get the route, to do a 12-hour live stream of just trains running. But without the Go Transit stuff, then it's not worth it. And then it depends whether if you go to Bayview Junction, where you've got locos coming between Canada's National Oakville and Dundas subdivisions, along with Canadian Pacific Hamilton subdivision, all converge. So whether you've got all trains from various divisions working on them, it would be nice to see that, but I can't really see it. Humble Bumble. Yeah, I did read about that at some point. So, and that's another set of signalling that I've got to try and comprehend and understand. Oh, that's interesting. So, you know, I expect there'll be sort of switches if they got switches and that, but yeah, it'd be interesting. It's released on the 23rd of February. So this week we have the 13th of February. We have the baby bullet train for the Northern Peninsular route, and then a week later we have the Canadian Pacific route, Canadian National route. Sorry. So I expect that'll be that'll be about 30 odd quid that I'm paying out over the next 2 weeks on Train Sim. Oh dear. But it's to keep you on you know. It's to keep you all entertained, and of course, you know, you can always donate if you wish to help with the costs of the DLC to keep you lot entertained. Just a thought. Yeah. So, shall we move on? Shall we move on? Wow, the room empties when he just mentions about donations. Okay, so what are we going to do? Bum, 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 bum. We're actually going to do a Tees Valley line, and we're going to do yeah, there's a tumbleweed going across the live stream at the moment. As it's been very, very windy in the UK today, it's going to be very, very windy with a bit of snow here. We're not doing the rain. I hate the rain. Yeah, but please think about donating. Hi Dave, how you doing? Yeah, we're not doing too bad. Just discussed the new DLC coming in the next 2 weeks for the northern, the Peninsular Corridor route, and the new Canadian route from Oakville to Hamilton, Canadian National. So yeah, been looking forward to that. I don't want to load. I've got to do those at some point. Deepcar to Langley. Drive a train of empty steel wagons. So yeah, we're going to do the 37s. I don't know if it's 1 or 2. Yeah, I hope you're doing okay, Dave. So we're doing the 6E08 Deepcar to Langley. Oh, I've got paperwork all over the place here. Sorry, guys. Oh, look at that. I would suggest then that is coming to the PlayStation PS4. Did I say 6E something, didn't I? I can't remember. It will come up and tell me. While it loads. All right. Oh, cool. Right, I just want to see what it says on here. Come on, what is it? 6E08. 6E08. Sorry, I've just got to keep a note of this a minute. Ooh, 37506. Okay, right, so a Sunday special Cheese Valley line was enjoyable. Sunday special? Cheese Valley? What Sunday special was that? I haven't reset the brakes, have I? Ah, in the 101. Yeah, don't talk to me about the 101. Come on, brakes. You're waiting on that dial there. Oh, so they're empty wagons. Hi, Mark Kennedy. Hi, Mark. Sorry, how you doing? We're on the 6E08 Deepcar to Langley empty wagons. Going back to the yard to I've got to turn the volume down because I'm shouting it. Going back to the yard just basically to complete the scenario, I think it is. Hope you had a good week. I've still got to learn how to drive that 101. I'm not entirely happy with it. I know I forgot something. What's my favourite train to drive? I have to admit, I think I like the 37. Just because of the thrashability of it. I'll get myself a new keyboard as well. Break the speed limit here. manuals. I mean, I like the HST, but the 37, I just like to thrash the arse out of it, basically. I might as well just drop it down to 30, haven't I? It'd been even better if they had Class 58s in here. I'm loving that, and 56s. I do like some of the German locos as well, because they have a way longer freight trains than what we have. I mean, this is based in the 1980s, so. Yard looks a bit empty. 37 still there. Right, there is a train due. Yeah. I know what you mean about the taxi clack like this. I quite like going past this yard to see what's in there, but it never ever changes. Learn how to drive the 101. There's just so many services to complete under the 101. Class 31. I told you there's something coming. It's okay, but the brakes take a long time to come on. Can you hear that? That's the bridge that's lifted. Or is it going down? Yes, that bridge actually goes up and down. It's animated. I saw it the other day moving, which is quite cool. Braking through a 45 mile an hour limit coming up. But only do 36. Oh, it is. I love this route. It took me a little while to think about it, to get used to it. But I do like the route, and I think, you know, it does need a little bit more extra DLC to it. I think we're approaching Huddersfield. Short routes, but yeah, I quite like it. Racing World 2021. Well, it'll definitely be the 37's coming. The routes will probably definitely be the East Coast way. Quite possibly the Canadian route. Great Western Main Line possibly. And possibly the the German Wuppertal route. Trying to think what else now. What they'll try to do is have each of the countries like Canada, America, England and German route, I reckon. That's what they do in 2021. I really do like the Great Western Express route, but I just think it's the second time. I don't think they'll put it in there, to be honest. Not unless they do a revamp, because loads and loads of people are asking about doing a longer version of it and doing a where it's fully electrified, like up to Deepcar, like the original route on Train Sim is. You know, do the original electrified version. But then again, they might as well go and do the Heathrow extension as well. I mean, that to me would be the logical thing to do. And do it in the transition where you have the HSTs, you have the Class 166s, you have the electric units, that now the new electric units and the new Hitachi units that run. So it's in a period of transition sort of thing. Because that would be ideal, that would be brilliant. And you get licensing for GB Rail Freight, Colas and DB as well as Freightliner. Then you could run a shitload more services. I know it all takes time for model stuff to get stuff done and everything, but I don't know. So this is a slow climb now, 20 miles an hour. I must admit, I do like the Great Western Route. I mean, possibly, I think it's just the way the track layout is like some people don't like it. It's just straight and boring. You go one speed, anything either side of outside of Paddington and either side of Reading, you're doing 125 mile an hour on the fast. Yeah, there are certain bugs on them. I think I'm doing one of those German routes next. I can't remember which one. I'm not going to get much points for this. I'm going to get 1,005 points at the moment. This is what annoys me. You've got a 10 mile an hour limit coming up, but you've got to accelerate. You've got to accelerate to keep your train from stalling. Well, I'll show you because it's going on in a minute. Wuppertal was quite nice. And of course, all the German locos that you've got, you can use them. Most of the German locos. It kind of annoys me as well that, I mean, I've got all the routes so far that's been released, including the stuff that was on the original Train Sim World. Disc. But there's three routes, I think it is, 2 routes that aren't available to use now. Which is the German rapid transit route and the Northeast Corridor route. You can't get them as DLC. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of rapid transit, although I have used it. I think I might have done a couple of streams on it, I think. One thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to check to make sure that yes, they are nice. They're modelled quite well. Going to make sure is that my route in is correct. I think this is just all it is. It's just going to be. So where am I going after that? Oh right, yeah, here we go. That's right. That's right. No, get off. Get off. That's right. Yep. 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 Yeah. that's right. Yeah. So we are right to go in there. We should stop just there. So the main line is on our right, left-hand side. I mean, although this route is short, it's got a lot of track miles in it. I mean, a 56 would be good on this. I am going the right way. So we should be all flat now. Yeah. The only annoying bit where you're actually going yard speed 10 mile an hour. 10 mile an hour. Yeah, Teesside or Lackaby still works, it's still there, but it's closed. And I'm not sure about the power stations, the refineries. I think some are, but I'm not sure whether they're working or not. So the next one is the Rhein-Ruhr Wuppertal route. Now it'll be up to you whether we do passenger or freight. I prefer to do freight, to be honest, but because that gives us the choice then to do the straight through bit and not go on the diversionary route for passenger trains. one of the things that you could do is look on Google Maps in that area. There's still a lot of stuff there. I mean, it's like there's the Northern Trans-Pennine route. As you come out of Huddersfield heading towards Leeds, on the left-hand side there's a big yard in the route on Trains in World. In real life, that's now a housing estate. So yeah, it kind of changes a bit. Sorry, I'm tired. Should be the right side in. There we go. Yeah, no, you're not. Just in a lot of pain at the moment, so it's keeping me awake at night. Plus, getting up with her twice a night, about 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock. It just makes me really, really tired. So I don't get a really good night's sleep at all. I haven't had that since beginning of November.
Zero, mate, how you doing? Good week, mate. What have you been up to? There you go. Yeah, in a fair bit of pain at the moment. It's just been quite painful for the past 4 days. So I'm back in the hospital now in April instead of May, which is good. But I'll just have to wait and see what they say. So we get a gold medal for that one, which is good. You missed... I don't know if you know about the DLC that's coming this week on Thursday, and for the Peninsular Corridor route, which is the Baby Bullet. And then next Thursday, there is the release of the Canadian National route, which is from Hamilton to Oakville, or Oakville to Hamilton. That's 2 weeks worth of DLC, which I can't say isn't too bad, really. I suppose that's one should have been in January, and the other one obviously being in February, sort of thing. I think, but yeah. I do say about it at the start, but if when you watch about it again, but you can get it on Dovetail Live Place anyway. Right, shall we continue then? So we're doing the Wuppertal one. We're going to do a freight run, hopefully. So if I just go back to main menu. So eventually the whole idea is to get all of these services done, including the scenarios. I will be doing the live stream on Thursday for this Peninsular Corridor DLC. So if we have a look at the timetable. No, yeah, do timetable. Oh God, do the timetable. So look at the 37s. We've got 46 services. Click on that. So I've got to do... What have I got to do? I've got to do these ones again. I'm not really worried about that. That's the red car auto terminal where you've got to drive a train and load this... There you go. You've got to load them up. And then that's the one we just done. And then it's all these throughout the day. And then all this lot. Dalziel Lackenby, drive a train, load your steel wagons along the Tees Valley line as far as the Eagles Cliff. So that's literally going in the reverse direction with loaded ones this time. The Hatfield red car. So there's still a few services that I've got to do on there, which is quite good because it's basically thrashing a 37. Again, the journeys, services on the 31s. This is all a lot of with the 101 in tows, the cement 101, 101 cement 101. That's a full Bishop Auckland to Saltburn. That's a full run. Saltburn run round Saltburn. That's another full run. So that's basically you're looking at what, nearly 3 hours, 2.5 hours. Basically, if you do them all together. 2D92, you start at Darlington, run through, do all stops to Saltburn, then do the run round, and then you do the Saltburn, Bishop Auckland, up to Darlington run again. So that's 2.5 hours run. So yeah, there's still a fair bit of work to do on there, which isn't too bad. On that. Then the 08s, I think, are mostly done. No, they're not. It's just marshalling basically, which, yeah, that'll be okay. I don't mind doing that at some point. And then it's time for the 101. Okay, so I've not touched any of those, as you can well and truly see. So that'll be when I break my leg at some point. I don't know when that'll be. I don't know how many. That's 78 services on that. So it would be nice that you could have like a rail tour with 47, 37, 45, whatever on it, go down to Saltburn, and then you push the stock up into the yard, do the run round, and then push the stock back to do the run round. Then you head back to Darlington. It would be nice to do that. It would be really nice. Right, so we are going to do the Rhein-Ruhr Osten, which is the Wuppertal route. So Dave wanted to have a look. We wanted to know about what the route was like. So you're going to see. Oh, just in case, sorry. If you quickly have a look, Wing, it's the Canada one, the Canadian route. So I'll let you scroll down. That's some of the pics. So if you haven't seen it, oh hello, what's going on there? These are some of the locos. You get 2 locos. You get the EMDG Electromotive Division GP9, and you then get the GP9 RM, which is a remodified version or remanufactured version of the GP9. So I don't know. It's not the GP. You get the GP38 and the GP9. Sorry. Yeah, GP38 too, which is basically the same. I think it's the same GP8 as the American routes. I think. Come on. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah. So basically you have the CSX, the Union Pacific, and eventually the, what you call it, the Canadian National GP38. So yeah. Right. So we're going to do the Wuppertal route. Rhein-Ruhr Osten, sorry. Do we do it as a journey though? Let's have a look. Freight driver. I'll tell you what, we'll do this one. Intermodal. I've got to try and remember the loco, so I'm not how to start the loco up. So that's going to be a big one. I have big spurts on some of these routes. Then I go on to another route and I completely forget how to start the loco. Obviously, if it's not German, sort of thing. Oh, God, that hurts. Oh. Trains in World. So currently I have 2 disc versions of Trains in World. I have the Trains in World original 2018 or 2019 release. No, it was 2018, wasn't it? 2018 release. And I also have the Trains in World 2020 Collector's Edition. Okay. Oh, this isn't good. I think the pants are up. It should be because we've got everything there. The lights are on. No one's home. That's about right for me. Just going to reset the brakes. And in theory, I think we should be okay to go. Well, we've got power. Well, that's accelerating pretty quick, isn't it?
So I think this is. Oh God, what's that station called? Hagen, isn't it? Is our oh, bloody hell, that's a bit loud. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on? Isn't there a switch at the back that I can have it on? In theory. I think by the looks of it, they've got more trains coming. It's got a 15-mile run. Just make sure my headlights are on. I'm not sure how fast the freight can go on here, but why is my stream pretty bad? The YouTube pictures are terrible. Is anyone else having problems with the stream? The quality of the stream? The picture quality?
nice bit of speed up. I'll go to about 80, stick with 80. Yeah, probably. Thought about that, yeah. We're starting to lose speed because we're going uphill. Now, because this is a journey into sound. No, this is a journey. It basically chooses the weather for you, so it's preset. There is a lot of freight on here, but obviously at varied times. Electric locos are really noisy. Yeah, it's very much like the main Spessart bar. The same with Ruhr Signord as well. The German routes are probably one of the best routes on there. £75-mile-an-hour limit coming up. I don't think I'm going to hit it in time. Oh, we didn't do too bad. It's not the speed. Don't seem to be as much snow around here. No rock facing that in as well. But if you do the passenger service, oh, let me just pause this here just a second. If you do the passenger service, the stopping passenger service, if I can remember, where are we? And there you go. So this is where we are. This is where we are here. If you do the stopping passenger service at Hagen, you diverge over onto this line. This is the stopping local one. This second one it's in there, but it doesn't get used. This line here, but this is where you go on the old local stopping passenger service here, and you come out just there. So we're not far away from that actually. There we are. That's where it comes out. And we're stopping here in the yard. But if you do the express passenger service, you'll use the same line as what we're using, sort of thing. Yes, it is very detailed, I must admit. I quite like it. This is the only route Or was it this one? Or the... What was this, the German route before this? It was Rhein-Ruhr, wasn't it? No? Main Spessartbahn. This is... No, it's this one. Is as soon as I got it out of the box, sort of thing, so to speak, I liked it. This route. And it's like with Main Spessartbahn, Rhein-Ruhr, the UK routes, it took, when I downloaded them, it took me a while to get used to them, get into them and like them to the extent where I like them now. But this one is literally straight out of the box and I liked it. I don't know why, whether it's probably because I had the all the locos or anything. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's so that's one of the express things, trains, and you can use any of the locos that you have, the German locos of that. They use a different method for this, for sitting back in sitting back in the chair. They used, oh shit, I'm going too fast. For all the trees and that in the background, in the hills and that, they use a different method of doing them. Not quite sure how. It's a new way of how they do it, and they're hoping to implement that in the next versions of DLC. Well, it says we can do top 100, so we might as well do 100, haven't we? There's the old local lines there. Now you might start seeing some of the local 42 units. So we're struggling a bit on frame rate. So that means there's trains being loaded into the route. There's another yard coming up there as well. So that's one of the 442 units. That's an all station stopper, that one. There's another express one coming up here. So 4.1 miles away from the yard. So mostly all the time that the locos that you'll use oh god. Yeah, I my PC will not be able to run Microsoft Flight Sim. There's just no way that that'll ever happen. No, I'm glad you appreciate it. Give him a blast. Look at that house there. I don't know how fast these are real to go, set the line speed for the freight is. I assume it's about 75 miles an hour. So there's another one of the express ones. No, that's a 442. Yeah, it's. I think it was the route the route before East Coast Way was done, released. Somewhere around here, you have that the Wuppertal Railway as well. The old. Oh, we might have passed it actually. The old hung railway cars. So there's a quick run. So this is what I really do like about these little freight runs. It's just simple A to B, really. And I do like ones where you like the one that I did last week, where I had to go on the Peninsular corridor one, where I had to actually go to a yard, pick up some wagons, and then go onto another yard, and that was the end of the scenario, sort of thing. So I quite enjoy those where you either pick stuff up or drop it off, you know. So I just suspect that's what would happen with this, some scenarios in the Toronto one, the Canadian route, when it's released. So there's another one of the 442s. 422s, sorry. 442s? Or, I don't know. That's it, it's the GP38 too. It's the same loco that the Toronto one is going to be, the one for Canadian National is going to be. That's nice when you see other trains overtaking you. Look at that. Petrochemicals in the old line, in the old yard. I'm quite looking forward to this Canadian one, the Canadian route. GP38s. I think if you could... I don't want to stuff this up.
which I did. There we go. 22 minutes just under. Got a gold medal on that. It's still quite windy out, you know. Oh dear. I wonder if it'll do return. So I'm going to return quickly to free roam. It's just scheduled to depart at 14:25. And of course, I'm not sure if there is anything else coming. Nah, that's all there is at the moment, by the looks of it. This is a unit just stopped there. Couple of freight trains in the yard there. That's the where the 442s are stored overnight, and that's the intermodal yard. And this is where it splits off there. So this is the main line where we do the freight and express passenger, and that's a local passenger work. There's a couple there, look. So yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to disappear for 2 seconds. I just need to call of nature, as they say, and I'll be back in a second for you. Hold on. Right, okay, so so obviously with when we get back to the journey thing, I'll just go from there. That's a nice pick. That's not me. Rapid Transit. That nope. No, that's not it. Picture. Sorry, I'm just adjusting the TV. Why did it do that? Okay, sorry, just adjusting the TV. Because when it was loading in that screen, when I said about that screenshot, There's bits on the bottom of the screen that I couldn't see, so I'm not sure why. Okay, so basically, if you go to journeys, it will give you literally, you choose what one you want to do, right? And it will literally give you a locomotive to use. But with timetable, literally, you can choose all these locomotives. I can choose to do a freight service on. That one, if you click that, you can then switch your livery. So you can either have it that DB livery, or you can have it Railion livery. Railion. Which is basically DB logistics arm. And I can choose that on any single. I choose that on any single service. But the other good thing is as well is that you can be doing. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. I think it's with journeys. You can do any of the journeys, and if you see any of the freight trains, and you do those journeys again, the freight trains will have different locos on them. If you do like the journeys again, so sort of thing. Yeah, it's not the different loco is substituted in every time you do the journey. Sometimes it's the same loco class, other times it's different, which is pretty cool. I quite like that. Right, I'm going to shoot across, he says, to the Great Western Express. He says. The reason being is because I need to get this mastery done on the Great Western Railway. I need to do the scenarios. What's that? Right, so I'm scheduled to run a high-speed service out of London. I've done this before, but I need to do it for the second part of this mastery thing. I mean, I can understand why Dave, I think it was Dave, you said about the line is a bit boring. Because all you're doing is going, in the high-speed train, you're doing from A to B, sort of thing. So I've got to do 1, 2, 3, I've got to do 5 services. So 5 scenarios. So I've got to do these scenarios again, which I'll do this one. Westworld. Basically, we drive out of London Paddington, and it's literally non-stop. It'll take us possibly about half an hour, less than that. So that's the route. The where it says free camera there. That's the rapid transit route. New York, Penn, Hicksville. That is a good route. That's the Long Island Railroad. And I said I'd never ever get it, but I did. Main Special at Barn, again, that is another route, which is really good. Right, Westworld. So we're HST. Oh, and this is.
You've been called in to cover for a driver who's been delayed on another service. You're needed to take the train out to Reading, where the driver will continue the service as scheduled.
Okie dokie. I just want to make sure there's no other battens here. I've been through Paddington on the walk in the route. There's the last 2 episodes airing in the next 3 weeks. So basically, this is the scenario is just to get you working, get you used to the route. Climb aboard. So it's 1927 on a summer's day. We're in 43154. So this, basically, you should be able to get yourself set up. We're up till 8 o'clock at night. We're on daylights, obviously in the summer. Switch the AWS on. I've got to do it by the book, have I? I'll set the reverse of the forward. Well, while I do that, put the AWS on. And put the DSD isolation off.
Open the doors. And what we will do is while we're waiting for the passengers to get on. Oh, nice. Ooh, what do you reckon? Say that's alright for you? We've got the lights on though. Yep. Hope my mate Ben's watching. Picture time coming up. Say cheese. HST's leaving. See, that's silly because that starts for before me, but it stops on a red light. Full throttle, warp speed, straight off. Make sure the cab lights off. Make everyone dizzy in the stream. That's the other good thing about this. You've got the HST power car manual with, you know, if it goes wrong, put the engine room light on, not that we're going to see it, and we're on our way. I think the HST and the Class 166 is going to be one of the most easiest locos to drive. Royal Oak there's a couple of collectibles on there, and one of them is on the sand thing, the grit bin underneath the stairways, the footbridge. This little area here to the right, I've actually walked underneath that in one of the streams. But we get no trains that go down there. It's rather annoying. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Right. It's DSD going on. Can't get down onto that station platform. We should be hitting about 150 in a minute. So I think we should get into Reading about 8:50. No, 7:50. Sorry. What I like, look, this here, look, the animation on that. What's this one? Glint of the sun. Picture time. Approaching Old Oak Common.
I'll go maximum warp. It's kind of annoying when it goes to a blue screen when I'm taking pictures. There's a HST in there. I know. I just, like I said earlier on in the stream, it'd be great if they had the Great Western Express route updated and it goes on to Oxford or to just Deepcar, even though there's a nice run-off round to Oxford, so that way you can have your own freight trains coming up from Basingstoke way to Reading, off round Reading Curve, and going round to Oxford, Deepcar way. Even if it's just a Deepcar, you then be able to get your freight trains coming through. You get a lot more freight, you get a lot more passenger work. Nothing in here I see. Oh yes, there is. DB Schenker wagons in the back, look. This is the only scenario or the journey that I actually see them in here. I've never ever seen anything else in there on one of the scenarios or services or journeys. I can't really see that happening because one's old and one's new. Now, there was talk of Matthew Peddleson, apparently said it on the Discord, that he is working in his own time, or working to put extra services on the route, on this route. Whether that means it's extra passenger services or extra freight services, two different things. But the J&A wagons that are used in the with the 66 on the Stone train from New Haven to Acton on the East Coastway route, they're used on this route, so you should at least have some of the aggregate trains working from what you call it down to here, from the West Country up past Reading through to up into Acton itself. And quite possibly this one going from Acton on a circumventure route via Clapham, going down to New Haven. I do like this cab motion, the sway motion. It's quite cool. And for those that have been messaging me, I so would love to have a donation button, but because I'm not monetized, I can't have it. That's why I do the PayPal link, because that's the only way I can get any money if people donate. It's because obviously it goes back a few years now, and it's annoying that I lost my monetization. Hi Jack, you're loving Storm Kira. She's kind of passing out over slowly now over here. I'm on the south coast of Britain. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that she's quietly going away, but
We've been relatively okay and untouched by Storm Kira. You're in Reading. Oh, I will be going to Reading towards the end of the month. Towards, I think I'm looking at about the 28th. Wow, look at that. We're already approaching Heathrow Junction, look. This is one of the main lovely bits of the route that I love. This junction is so busy, and it would be so nice to see the Heathrow Express units, 337s, I think, using this. But alas. Yeah, Dave, you're up north, aren't you? .332s. What are the electric units, the new ones? Are they I can't remember, 387s or 378s? You got the Transport for London ones, but I'm talking about the Great Western ones. Great Gary. .387s from GWR, yeah, and is it 345s for the Transport for London? So if anyone is wondering what my PayPal is, it's that. That'll help me get DLC as well. Ah, right, 345's right. So I aim to do... Shut the warp speed up a bit. I aim to do a run from Poole to Reading, and then do Reading to Deepcar just for the freight and get some of the 387s, because I've been ill over the last few weeks, few years. Do you mean, yeah, the Hitachi ones? I've seen a couple of them at Eastleigh. They have them up there every now and then. And the Transpennine ones, one or two of them. The Hitachis are the 800s. But it's 387s, which are they're the ones that replaces the 166s on here. Do they still have 166s running on here? I don't think they do they? Yeah. No, there was some work going on with them, isn't there, at Eastleigh? Some retrofitting work which was being done on some of them. I suppose now the 165s and 166s are rare as rocking horse shit. I think they still run between Reading and Basingstoke though, don't they? If I remember rightly. Right, so the plan. Next Wednesday, Dovetail will be doing a live stream on the Baby Bullet Peninsular Corridor route. So they'll be showing off that, possibly quite something to do with the recent release. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the 5 Circle for Train Sim. On the following Thursday, which is the 13th, I will be doing a live stream because I'll be getting a DLC. Blimey, it's been years since I've seen them. Then the Sunday, I will be doing a live stream as normal, and I'll be showing possibly 1 or 2 more scenarios off with the Peninsular Corridor Baby Bullet train.
And then the following Thursday, which will be the 23rd, no, I suspect on the Wednesday, sorry, the 22nd, they will show off the Canadian national route, or that Canadian route in the in Train Sim World, in a live stream. And then the following Thursday, which is the 23rd, they will release that route, and I'll be doing a live stream then. Pedal to the metal. Oh my god. Yeah, I was on a 450 all the way from Poole to London Waterloo a few years ago. My god. You thought the pace was barbaric. Sitting on one of those for, well, it was nearly 2 hours it was. Bloody annoying. Pain in the arse, literally. So yeah, that's the whole plan in theory. It might not work, but hopefully it should do. So I'm also out on the Wednesday night, Thursday morning, filming, as we have, well, unless they cancel it, we have the Schwerbauer rail milling machine down here again, and that will be a GBRF hauled with the 66s. So I hope to get it coming into Poole and then leaving again. So that'll, but you know, we'll have to wait and see. But that's about midnight on Thursday morning. Oh, speeding. Yes, with the upcoming streams. Yeah, yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah. So that is the plan anyway. What will happen? So, I mean, currently at the moment, with the concerning live videos, as in real life videos, train vids on the YouTube site, is pretty poor because I just haven't had time to go out. Plus, we don't really get much. Well, we get literally no freight down in Poole at all now. There's hardly anything happening at the moment. We get the odd tamping machine, but we get the test trains down. The last time the test train came down, it was too early, so I missed it. Just to see if turning the cab light on makes the stream better for you guys. There we go. It's made it a bit better. Southampton is good, yeah. You get a lot of freight there, but literally just past Totten, everything stops freight-wise. You literally get nothing down here. So most of the time I go to Eastleigh when I get time off, but obviously I can get to Eastleigh, but I can't get back from Eastleigh because of the derailment, and there's no point work at the bottom end of platform 3 on the Southampton end of platform 3. Yeah, because of the 70 that derailed. Well, the loco, the wagons. Shouldn't be too far away from Twyford. I think this is it actually. Twyford's up and coming. I think I'm going to put the lights down till the evening. Yeah, I'm not really worried about that. Sitting down on the Romsey rocket. This is Twyford. I always check to see if there's a unit in the other platform, which there is. And it's good that, this is the other thing as well, that the local lines, I think one at Maidenhead, this line, they actually do the branch lines as well. They model them in the timetable. Even the services from Basingstoke to Reading, they model. But obviously, oh, and the ones from Reading to Waterloo, they model them. But obviously, you can't get on them because basically, you can't drive them basically because they just won't work. Right, so we should be getting the old thing to slow down in a bit. Right. Ah, Reading to Red Hill Gatwick, yeah. The reason why I call it the Waterloo platforms is you get the, is it the 4-5, no, not the 458s, or is it the 458s that go from there? Buzzer. .450, 455 and 458, yeah. We've had a couple of the 458s down pool for testing. 707, yes. That's the lines down to Gatwick and Waterloo, isn't it, there? See how quickly you approach Reading. It's crazy. I won't get the full 500 points when I approach Reading, get to Reading, because I've arrived early. You have to arrive at 1955 dead. It's ridiculous. Wait and see. .496 points for arriving early. I think I should be given a gold medal for that. I don't think there's anything else. I mean, this would be ideal. If they run this route down to Deepcar, you then get the chance to run across this bloody this viaduct here. There's nothing due in, is there? And then at least you might get some chance to see some freight moving off around here. platform 8, yes. I remember dangling my feet on the edge of the platform when the 50s were screaming through here on the fast in the middle road, back in the 80s, getting sunburned with my little red. Right until 1956. Good year, that. What have we got due in on the... Yeah, occasionally there's perhaps 2 or 3 trains, but just there's hardly anything in here now these days, isn't there? There's another HST coming in there. I mean, the good thing for me is what I can remember is, some of the stuff that you used to see come through, 56s, 59s, the HSTs, the 50s, you know, it's just, it's brilliant. 47s coming in, and they used to, literally, I'll come out, the 47s coming up from Poole, when they originated, they literally come up, they'd have to go over here somewhere, round about here, I think it was here. And then they run round there. It's so different to what it is now. But I mean, now the Voyagers, they come in over there, don't they? They come in on that platform. They come in on that platform over there, and then they go out, obviously. Yeah. So if I spend a couple of hours there, I'm bound to pick up a lot of numbers that I haven't seen before. So that's one reason why I want to go and get photographs.
Thanks again for helping us out. Hopefully the other driver will be along shortly.
Hopefully. Oops. Right, this is the other HST just coming in, look. I love the sound as well. Whoa! Where's the driver? Since when have HSTs had driverless trains? Is there something due in up there as well? See, this is the other thing as well, is it's only very early in the morning or late at night you get to drive the 166s into the depot and that. It'd be great, another thing, it'd be great to have the service running from here, that you stop there and you obviously a freight service and you're on your way to wherever it is, up north, up to Acton sort of thing. I see. Right, guys, again, for the time being, it's going to be a short one. I quite enjoyed this stream, actually. I don't know how long that one's going to be there. But thanks for all coming. I think that one's going to go first, isn't it? Thanks for all turning up, saying hi and everything. And don't forget, press the old like button, push the subscribe button, then click the old bell icon to be told of when I'm uploading other new content or gone live or making posts for the community. Yeah, basically this Thursday I will be live again for a few hours, hopefully from about 7:30, possibly 8 o'clock again. Might be a little bit longer this time, but yeah, I've got to say, I've got to go up here, have I? Here I am, sort of saying my goodbyes. I've not even finished the scenario yet. Oh, we're over here, aren't we? There we go. Yeah, I've got to say thank you all very much. Hopefully, I'll see you on Thursday. I will take notes of the live stream as well that's happening with them. Yep, you too, Dave. Hopefully see you Thursday. It'll possibly be for either if I can get on earlier, then yeah, I will. Which probably means that I've got to. I don't think I'll be able to download it earlier, so I'll have to download it and do the update on Friday because I've got 2 machines to update Train Sim on. So yeah, but I'll work something out. So it might be that it will be 8 o'clock, but I'll go 8 till late. So yeah. Right, guys. Well, thank you all very much. I hope have a good week, and I'll hopefully see you on Thursday. This Thursday coming. Okay. So take it easy and have a good week. Bye bye for now.